A man dies in police shooting after violent struggle in NYC Bodega. An armed man was fatally shot by cops Thursday after getting involved in a violent struggle at a Bronx Bodega that spilled out onto the street. Police said the 21-year-old man was stabbed during the struggle and chased his attacker out of the bodega before opening fire on him, according to Chief of Detective James Essex. Plainclothes officers who were parked outside while investigating an unrelated case confronted the gunman, whose name was not immediately released. The violence first started after the alleged stabber, 29, double-parked a white Lexus at Hall Avenue and East Gun Hill Road and entered a bodega around 11:30 a.m., cops said. The man then engaged in a violent struggle with the 21-year-old inside and stabbed him multiple times. Essex said, noting the fight was captured on surveillance camera. The attacker ran out of the bodega and got in his Lexus, followed by the younger man, who pulled a gun and fired at him at point-blank range into the car, according to Essex. Right there. I got pictures here. Cops with the Queens Violent Felony Squad jumped out of their unmarked police vehicle, confronted the gunman, fired multiple times. The man was taken to St. Barnabas Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. It was unclear how many rounds the cop fired. The officers, 2 detectives and a sergeant, were in plainclothes and did not have body-worn cameras, but it so happened there's video right there, right? Police caught up with the 29-year-old man at a nearby barber shop and took him into custody. He was treated at the hospital for a grazed wound to the head. So let's see if we can run this video here. Right there. Yep, this is from above. Let's see. This is after the fact, but there is actually a video of the shooting I saw on the news. I think it was CBS News. But you know, the reason I'm doing this video too is to say, like in New York, the Supreme Court just recently said that people should be allowed to carry guns, right? They should be allowed to protect themselves. So my question is, what if this guy who was being stabbed was protecting himself? Forget about whether the gun is legal or not. I mean, under the law, you got a right to protect yourself, whether you have an illegal gun or not. It really doesn't matter. If somebody comes in a store stabbing you, and you have a gun, what is legal or not legal, you got a right to defend yourself, and you could be heard by a jury. The cops opened fire and killed this man, right? They just happened to be there. The video I saw is, unfortunately, I don't have that video with me, you know, but the cops shot him. Apparently they didn't seem to ask, well, gee, you know, who are you, or what are you doing, and so forth. Nothing like that. It's just like they just started shooting at him. You know? So what if this guy was, see, let's say warning, distressing content. Is this the same one? Oh yeah, the guy just comes in there, right? Stabbing. Look at that, right there. Bronx officer involved shooting. And if you could see that, wow. Look how violent that is. Guy comes in with a knife. Right? The guy has a gun and he goes out after him. See? This is the video here. And it shows him running into the car. Right? See? There's him right over there. And the cops come right away and start shooting at him. See? The cops shoot at him. See, this is the video right there. So, the cop shot at him, and you see the violent struggle. Right? Now, most people would agree with me that if somebody comes in and stabbing you like that, and you have a gun, you're going to shoot him. You don't care whether your gun is legal or not. That's not even the issue. The cop shot him. So this whole idea that, if you're allowed to have a gun, legally now, according to the Supreme Court, this is what's going to happen. This is a precursor of what's going to happen in New York. Because you can have a legal gun, you could be protecting yourself, and this was like an extreme case here, where this was a violent confrontation. And yet, the cops killed a man who was defending himself. Arguably, he ran after him, but that's in the heat of the moment, You could have said, well, he could have stayed in the store and called the police. But no, a guy is trying to kill you, and you have a gun in you, and he stabs you, and he runs away. Of course, you're going to run after him and shoot him, And this is my point here. So this is very dangerous, that the cops open fire right away without even ascertaining whether this man had a legal gun or not, And that's going to set a very dangerous precedent.